Hello, Sister Onye. You're not working today? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome, my sister Onye on demand. You're not working today. Okay. And I know where you are. It must be late over there. And I'm sorry that it's now. I'm starting here. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I hope everything is fine with you. I'm doing great, except that it's summer and it's extremely hot. Good. Life in Obodo Oibo. Even when we are not working, we still work at home. There are always things that we need to do. Okay, clean, cook. And yes, it's late. It must be around 9 or something where you are in Europe. It's only 2:03 p.m. here. And I know you do have like 7 hours ahead of me. Yeah, you have 7 hours ahead of me because in my country they have 5 hours ahead of me. Yeah. So Europe has 7 hours ahead of me. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Guess what? I'm very laid back and I take into account of people life. I'm happy that you stopped by, but if you're tired and you need to go get some rest, feel free to do so. Okay? Don't say you have to wait for the 1 hours to run. That's the reason why I only do for 1 hour on Saturday and post. Thank you for the thumbs up and only post once a week because I have a plate. My plate is full. Yeah. And I always take into account people that come to my live stream or people that stop watch my videos. In the beginning, my videos were very, very short, like 5 minutes, 3 minutes. And then people were complaining it's too short. The ad does not run. And I'm like, okay, now everybody's doing short. And I'm like, yeah, I'm like, okay, I'm going to try to maintain between 5 to 7 minute video, video that that I'm going to post on Tuesday is going to be 11. That's going to be the last video that is going to be long. That's it. And going forward, I have decided people don't have time. I don't have time myself. So I don't want people to skim through the videos. So I'm going to try, if the topic is long, I'm going to divide it into two, like do part 1 and then do part 2, so that is below 5 and it's quick and people can watch it all through. That's it. But when it's too long, people just skim through because we do not have time. And people on the continent, thank you for sharing it, Onyi. People on the continent, there is no money, and the little money they have, connection are not good. All of this I just taken into account. Yeah, I know people don't watch my video on my own country because the political unrest and the whole 9 yards. They don't want to hear about talking about vacation. They want you to talk about politics. And I'm not on the ground. I can't get everything. And I'm like, no, I'm not talking about politics. So I love to travel. I haven't traveled due to the pandemic, but I still do my research. So here today, the topic is what to do if your flight is canceled. Yeah. What to do if your flight is canceled? People will just jump because lately, especially on my side of the world, the big companies here has been canceling flight left and right. People get stranded. And what are your options? So it's very stressful and it's very expensive. Hey, Janet, welcome, welcome, welcome. It's extremely stressful and it's expensive when you are not the one that decided not to fly and it's the airline that decided to cancel everything. Because since most of the countries on the face of the earth are opening because of the pandemic, people that wanted to travel, they are taking the chances. There is no seat on the planes. Every seat is booked. Every seat. So what they do, especially, they will overbook on a plane. The airline just overbook, thinking that some people will not make it at the airport. They will either miss the plane or something will happen, life happen, health issue, job issue, and people will just decided to cancel or postpone that day of traveling. But it's not working that way. In real life, it's not working that way. When people book, hey, Niaga's in Dubai, welcome. When people book, they don't cancel it. So the big airline on my side of the world, they decided to cancel because there were no seat on the plane. They all went ahead and overbooked all the seat. And now people show up at the airport, the plane is packed. So what they decided to do is just to cancel it. And also because of the pandemic, they furlough so many of the employees. They let them go. They let them go. And since Uncle Joe became president and the whole Nanya, these people, you stay home, you make more money than go to work. So there is a shortage of workers in the USA, especially in what they call in service companies, such as hotel, restaurant, you name it. The minimum wages employee, if you used to make $400 every week, you stay home, employment and everything that the government is paying, you get $1,200. So people decided, I'm not working, I'm going to collect my $1,200 instead of going to work and collecting $400 every week. Okay, when you think about it, the difference is huge. You making $400, okay? Now you stay home, you make $1,200. So you have $800 more. So people are staying home. People are not working. So there is a shortage in what they call service companies, hotel, restaurant, amusement center, movies. No, they can't find people to work. And when they furlough, they let go the employee at the airport. Okay, these people are making money, so they're staying home. Yes, so there is shortage now as I speak. So what the companies, the airline company decided to do, they decided to cancel the flight because we overbooked the seat. So when they cancel, what are your options? Your option is the lady that wrote the article saying it is stressful and very expensive. That is true. That's a fact. Especially if you're like Aya, who love to buy cheap ticket that are non-refundable. I buy non-refundable on a short flight. When I say short flight, the max is 5 hours. But if the max is 10 or 12, I buy a flight and then I buy insurance for $20, so I'm covered. So at least if something happened, I have a seat. So if you have a flight that is non-refundable, then you book your accommodation, okay, your hotel, and you cannot be there, you still have to pay. If it's a cruise, okay, all of these mixed activities. So all of this is very, very stressful. Hey, Annabelle Batista, yeah, it's okay. Thank you. I know it's very late where you are, but you know, the fact that you're coming in and go, I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Yeah, it's very late where you are. You need to get some rest. You know, Annabelle, I'm very understandable, okay? And I love you. Thank you so much, okay? So she said, if you know the right move to make when your flight get canceled, you can save yourself a lot of stress and money and time, okay? So he said, why do flight get canceled? Why? You're not the one who cancel it. Why do flight get canceled? There is weather. That's one of the main things. During winter or during summertime, hurricane and the whole shebang. Mechanical issue, air traffic. Oh, the Omaya. Welcome, 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 girl. Air traffic, staff issue. Okay, the staffing issue now. Pandemic, hard to predict, resulting in occasional cancellation. Okay, so your flight being canceled for those reasons. Okay, so what do you do if your flight is canceled in advance of departure? Yes, if you know you are at home and then you get an email saying that the flight is canceled, so there is no need even to get to the airport. Jump on your computer or call the 100 airline line, and then you rebook it. If you know it in advance that you're not at the airport, so you jump ahead and then you go and rebook it. Janet is saying that she knows about the weather. Yes, they tell you clear weather, but Mother Nature, nobody can control Mother Nature. You show up at the airport and then the weather change quickly like human mood. Okay, either it's raining like cat and dog or it's snowing and you can't board the plane. Yeah, then you get stranded. You have to wait till Mother Nature decided if it's safe, if she's happy, so that you can fly. It's very, very annoying. So you have to take the weather into account. So this is before departure. You're still at home. You're not on the road going to the airport. Then you get a text or email. Then you rebook it. But if you are already at the airport, she said, okay, you have to ask fast. Because if it's a plane that is taking 400 people, you're not the only one. It's the entire 400 people that's going to be off that plane. That's going to swarm to the airline decks to see what we should do. No. If you are on the ground at the airport, she said, you will want to act quickly as soon as you find out that your flight is canceled. She said, number one, get in line as possible, as quickly as possible. You want to sit near the gate agent. Where this is one of the tips. Even if your flight is not canceled, when you get to the airport, just don't go sit very far. You have to sit very clear, very near, next to the gate agent, just in case something happened. So if something happened, you are the first to hear. If you're at the back and there are too many noise and too many overhead and PH going on, girl, you will not hear what your airline is saying. Yes, you will not hear your airline is saying there are too many noise, so you have to be near the gate, the airline people. Okay, if you're near, you can get rebooked first, so you have the best chance at reaching your destination. So this is one of the tips. You have to sit very close just in case something happened. Number two, she said to call customer service while you are in line, because there will be so many people, so there will be a line. So while you are in line, use your cell phone to call customer service. Somebody's going to pick up the phone before you talk to the agent and tell them this is what is going on. You may be able to get a customer service agent on the phone faster than in-person agent can help. Because while the in-person agent is helping somebody else and you are the next person, you are on the phone with the customer service. By the time they finish, your case is already done. You're already resolved your case and you're good to go. Number three, she said you can call another, this one I did not know. She said you can call customer service in another country, like Canada. Instead of calling somebody in the USA, you call Canada. So you call the next door country to where you are located. Okay? You call them and you tell them the airline and saying, okay, this is what's going on here. What can you do to help? She said, if there is a long way to speak with customer service on the phone, look at the customer service for another country. Don't always try to call a customer service of the country that you reside in, because if you use, I'm giving an example. If I'm flying with a United Airline and I'm in the US, I know United Airline go to Canada. I know they go to France. If I try Canada and it's not working, I'm going to go the United Airline in Canada. I may get somebody of the customer service, and that person will be able to help me being in another country and I being in the USA. Then she said to research overflight option on your phone. To research overflight on your phone, being able to suggest a new flight to the booking agent can help you on the next flight. So you have to do your research while you are in line, waiting to speak to a customer service in person. You may also want to ask the gate agent if they can place you on a flight from a different airline. So if you're using, let's say, United Airline, you can ask to fly another airline, such as Southwest Airline, Air France, British Airways. You don't have to fly with the people that you book. You have this option. And also she said, and try rebooking yourself. You try rebooking yourself in the airline app. She said we have to use the app. Every airline, they have their own app. Nowadays, everybody has an app. Then if you try all of this, yes, Janet, she said, really, yeah, we're learning, I'm telling you, with this business of traveling. She said, when you do all of this and it doesn't work, she said, what should you expect from the airline? Do you get compensated for a canceled flight? That's one of the questions. Do you get compensated for a canceled flight, which is you are not at fault? It's the airline who decided. She said the US Department of Transportation has law regarding air travel, which I went ahead and checked it out. Knowing your rights can be invaluable if your flight gets canceled. Yes, because if you know your right, they cancel the flight and you're not at fault. It's not you, it's them. Then if you know it, then you use it against them. When you are on the phone and then somebody that doesn't know about that law telling you something else, one of the agent, and then you say, now, this is what the law says. And this is what you're supposed to do for me. Yeah, so she said we have to know the law so we can use it. Then getting rebook. If your flight is canceled, most airline will try to rebook you for free on the next flight. For free on the next flight, if there is a seat, because there is a seat. In many cases, this will happen automatically when the flight is canceled. When the flight is canceled, they will rebook you automatically. Now, as we go back for the money, if they can't rebook you and there is no way out, cash refund. If the airline cancel your flight, you are eligible for a cash refund for the price of your ticket. So if you purchase is $1,200, they have to give you the $1,200. Yeah, Janet says that's awesome. That's the cash refund. Yeah, because if you know you're right, then you know what you expect. But if you don't know you're right, then we're going to tell you we're going to give you a voucher. Yeah. But if you know you're right and you know the law, then when they're telling you we're going to give you a voucher, then you tell them, no, I'm entitled to cash refund. Give me back my money. So she goes on by saying, you are eligible for a cash refund for the price of your ticket. If you choose not to rebook, okay, they may rebook you and then you say, no, I don't want to go no more. Just pay me back my money, reimburse my money. So if the money is $1,200, they just pay you back your money. According to the U.S. Department of Transportation, yes, that's what the law says. The law says if it's $1,000 you spent and they cancel your flight, they must pay you back your money. She stressed this. She said, do not have to accept a voucher in lieu of refund. Because what the airline do most of the time, they will tell you, okay, we're going to give you a voucher that you can use in 3 or 4 years' time. There is a time you can use it. No, do not accept that. Do not accept it. Just get your money. That's it. She said, do not accept the voucher. She said, you are entitled to compensation above what you pay for the ticket. If for the ticket, like you would be if you were bumped on the flight, yes. Because sometimes when they overbooked and there is no seat, this happened to me, especially when I used to travel inside the USA, going from one state to another. One time I went to DC. On my way back, there were no seat, and then they were offering to pay twice the amount that I spent so I can take a later flight in the afternoon, arriving here around like midnight. And I'm like, no, I booked this flight 3 months ago. There's some of the people, I say, no, I have a conference and I need to go. And I just, no, I don't want to be bumped out. I said, I'm going. That's it. So sometimes they will double it. And by that time, the ticket cost me $200. They offered to give me $400. And then they pay me that money cash refund, and flight later. Or my flight was 8 a.m. They were asking me to fly to around 10 p.m. And I'm like, no. I say no. Yeah, these are things that you need to know, because when you know you're right, people cannot play with you. You tell them flatly, this is what the airline says. Okay, now we're going for, if this happened, hotel and meal. Let's say you're flying and then you have to transit to another country. Hey, Chinwe, welcome. you need to transit and then change plane and then continue. That's one of the reasons why I don't like to change plane, because sometimes you miss your connection flight. When you miss it, that's your fault. Or sometimes you're flying from another country. Okay, let's say you're coming from France, coming to the USA, but you have to transit in England. And in England, you have to switch plane. And you get in England, and the crazy weather in England decided that, you guys cannot fly. Then you get stranded at the airport. Yeah, you get stranded. So if you have to go in a hotel, who's going to pay? Your hotel. How many nights you're going to spend there? If it's one night, it's still, and guess what? The hotel that are located at the airport are really expensive, because we know people have their back against the wall. You're not going to sit and sleep at the airport. I have done it. Yes, I have slept at the Barcelona airport, because Aya was being cheap. And also, Aya did not look. I will tell you the story when I finish this. No, it's not pretty. I'm telling you, it is not pretty, but Aya did it to see, because these are experiences I will do to just see from where I can push myself. Okay, so getting back here for the hotel and the meal, she says some airlines, some, not all, some airline provide hotel or meal to stranded passengers. Some airline that has canceled, they will put you in a hotel at the airport. They will pay the meal for you. Overdo not. So if you end up with an airline who doesn't care about their customers, then you don't want to sit at the airport all night long waiting for your flight. If your flight is at 6 a.m., that's okay. But if you have a flight later in the day, boy, and you don't have your suitcase with you, you feel filthy, no shower and all of these kind of things. I'm telling you. So overdo not, but it certainly doesn't hurt to ask. So she said, even when the airline doesn't offer all of this, the hotel and then the meal, you can still ask. If you ask and then the answer is no, fine. But if you ask and then the answer is yes, great. You are more likely to get this benefit if you're booked in a premium class seat. Of course, for first class people, they always take care of the first class people, but people that who fly cattle class, which is economy, okay, they don't take care of the economy. But when you study the seat in the airplane, there are more people in economy, and they make their benefit from the economy buyers. We buys economy ticket to fly. There are more people in economy than first or business. Yes, because you pass them going to at the back of the plane. There are more people in economy. So they make their benefits based on the economy people, and we are the least to the issue. They don't treat us well. But if you know your right and you voice it, people will listen to you at the airport. So over cost, that when the flight is canceled, if you miss your cruise, getting your money back, you bought a ticket for a concert, okay? One of the big artists is playing and you want to go to that concert. You already purchased the ticket. Everything is well planned. I'm supposed to be in New York. So Beyonce is playing the next day. I want to go to, and the next day you're still here. You're not even in New York. You see? So you're going to miss Beyonce concert. And the Beyonce ain't going to pay you back because that's not her fault. It's not Beyonce's fault. It's you and your airline that are dealing in the south. She's in the northern part. She just schedule it. She's playing tomorrow. You're supposed to be there today. You can't make it. Tomorrow morning, you can't be there. Tomorrow at 4 p.m. the concert goers will start lining up. At 9 o'clock, she's starting. Hey, Abby, welcome, welcome, welcome. You see? So over course, this is a hotel reservation. The airline does not have to compensate you for this. When they cancel your flight and you have already scheduled so many things that you want to attend, that money, they are not reimbursing you. They are not paying you a penny. If you miss your cruise, concert, a sport event, or hotel reservation, the airline does not have, yes, have. Study this verb, to have. Yes, they don't pay you a penny. Okay, now we get back to flying internationally. It is think, it is suck with international, because the international people, some of the European that I know, countries, they just don't give the F. That's it. These airlines just don't give a F. Okay? Keep in mind, if you're flying from another country, the law will be different. Yes, the law is different. For example, she gave an example. If your flight was delayed more than 3 hours in the European Union, so my people that are residing in the European Union, listen carefully, and this one I highlighted, and then I underline it in red, because most of the time I will fly through the European Union to get home. So she said more than 3 hours in the European Union, you may, it's not even sure. When I read this, because I'm going to analyze the way she phrased the sentence, the verb that she used. I will try to understand the meaning of the verbs. When she say have, I went and I look at the definition of have, when it being used, all of this, I will study it, I'm telling you. Here she say may. So you're not even sure that, in the European Union, you're going to get something. Yeah, the European Union, the European countries. You may be able to claim. So you see, put Janet, only 600 euro per person, only 600 euro. That's what you're going to get. So the 600 euro is the equivalence of $712.33. That's it. That's what the European Union countries, they will pay you. May, if you're lucky. Yes, that's where luck come into play. If you're lucky, this is what you're going to get. 600 euro or $712.33. Okay? That's what they're going to pay you. That's what she say here. No more than that. They may not pay you. You may not even get that $600 as a $600, 600 euro, because of the law that they put it into place to protect themselves. So here we are. It is very frustrated and sad. When I read it, I'm telling you, when I read it, I was so mad, sitting in my cubicle and opening so many windows on my computer to try to analyze and understand, why is she phrasing it this way? Why is she using this word? Yeah, Janet confirmed it. Exactly the amount that you lost last year, 600 euro. And it's per person. So if it's a family of 5, so you time it, and then you get paid. May. The key word here is the is with me. So if you go at the front decks of the airline, and then there is a young girl around 21 or 22, freshly out of college, standing there looking at your face, and then, you know, she can read you, as we say on the side of the word here, okay? And then she decided that, you know what, I'm not even going to give her anything. Simply telling you that, you know, you are not entitled to anything, knowing that you're not the one who decided not to go, is the airline. And then she's going to bring in, it's the weather, Mother Nature. We cannot control my faithful bless. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We cannot control it, okay? That's it. Thank you for the thumbs up. We cannot control it. So even though they say may, the poor family, they need that money, better pay them that money. That's it. It's just a transaction, and they put it on your card right away. She can hit some keyboard on your computer, and then they think it's solved. But some of the people will simply not do it. So this is what is going on as we speak, because all the airline, hey, Gloria, welcome, welcome. Because as we speak, all the airline, what they lost last year during the pandemic, they're trying to get it back as we speak. And the people were fed up of staying in the house, and they couldn't travel. So since that most of the places are opening, most of the countries are opening, people are booking left and right. I had one of student in my things, in my regular work, that came to me yesterday telling me that he wants to go to Thailand in December. And he was like, okay, you are the one who, okay. So I told him to go to the island of Phuket, and we were looking at the price and everything. And he was like dragging his feet. And I'm like, okay, this is July. You don't have much time left. If you have to, you fly in the high season, December. You better buy the ticket, reserve everything, because think about it. You're not the only one who wants to go to Southeast Asia. So you better make up your mind and purchase the ticket now. You don't have much time left. You only have August, September, October, and only 4 months left. But people are snatching this ticket. If you think you have time, if you wait, it's going to go through the roof, and there won't be no seat. And I'm telling you, I say, did you follow what's going on in the transportation arena? He said, no. I said, do you know that they are canceling because they overbook everybody? He was like, what? I said, you sitting in front of a computer, just check it. And he was like, oh, so thank you. I'm going to go ahead and book everything. I said, huh? Because people are traveling. You go to the airport, it's packed. All the planes are packed. And then he asked me, why aren't you traveling? I said, because where I want to go, I'm not feeling comfortable. Because in my neighborhood, where I want to go, this thing is still killing people. And the people aren't taking it seriously. They are playing around or saying, is a great grandma who killed this person. Is this a great uncle? As Janet will say, my village people. It is my village people. No, it is not the village people. It is these things that are killing the whole harvest symptom and everything. Is are killing them. It's not the village people, guys. Let's be honest with ourselves. I said also, the yeah. Niaza is laughing. Also in Dubai, it's true. We African. Hey, Shirley, how are you? So you must want to come to Florida. Yeah, Shirley, I will come to visit you. Hello, flourishing. Yeah, okay, yeah. I will come to visit you because people are not wearing masks. We are not following nothing. So I said, okay, I be living in the West. My immune system is strong while I'm in the West. My immune system over there is not going to be strong, and I can catch this, and then it can take me out of this earth. I told him, I said, that's the reason I don't want to go. I said, I'm planning to wait. I'm planning to wait till next year, next September. Then I see how things goes. And then when Uncle Joe put out that, finally we have a medicine, then I will feel much comfortable to go. Thank you guys for coming. Thank you. I see you all. Okay. But now I don't feel comfortable. And also the flight is long. And also people are going nuts in a plane. It's a mandatory, it's a federal law. Yes, by doing research, I find it that it's a federal law for you when you are in a plane, a confined area, to wear the mask. Okay. I don't mind wearing the mask, but when it's not yet. No, I'm not done yet. But I don't go ask for trouble. So I decided I'm not going. That's it. I'm not gonna go. That's it. Yeah, because I don't feel comfortable. And when people don't want to wear the mask, they start making noise in a plane. Some plane, they divert the plane so that they can deplane that passenger, all of the things, because it's just a long flight. It's one day. You leave here, you either fly to Brussels, it's 9 hours non-stop. Hey, Cubs, welcome. It's 9 hours non-stop. So 9 hours non-stop, you have your mask, okay? Then you arrive in Brussels, you switch plane, another 6 hours. Then you have your mask. As soon as it touch down, people throw it away and they start screaming. And this thing is just ravaging my little country. Honestly speaking. Yeah, honestly speaking. So people are just dying left and right. And in fact, my nephew called me this morning. He was like, Tanti, there's no need for you to come. He said, I know you have your ticket. You are debating if you have to come in September or next year. Just don't come because your immune system is not as strong as we living here, which is so true. He said, you get there, you're going to catch a cold. You're going to catch a cold. So better stay. And I asked him, are you coming over? He said, oh, no, Uncle Joe closed the border between us and you guys. You see? So Uncle Joe, Uncle Joe closed the border. They can't come here. They can't come here. So they are stuck among themselves over there. So that's the reason why I'm not traveling this year. Because Uncle Joe hasn't opened his border from my native land. No. So they cannot come here. And Tanti, my immune system is good for the West, not over there. So that's it. Okay, guys. Now I digress. Coming back with the story of Aya sleeping at Barcelona airport. That was in 2016. In 2016, Aya went crazy. I did so many crazy things. In 2016, I flew from here to Barcelona. Okay, thank you. Oh, she said she's at work. Oh, thank you so much, Maya. Yeah, so Then I got to Barcelona because you know what? I'm what you call it? Nickel and dime when it comes to traveling. Nickel and dime mean I'm gonna watch my budget. I will budget and I will stick to that budget. Even if even if I can change it, but I'm like I better stick to my budget, okay? Got there instead of flying to France. I took the bus, Flixbus. Hey, Stella, welcome. Welcome, Stella. I took the bus for 2 hours, paying $12. If I had to fly from Barcelona to Perpignan, it will cost me much more than $12. Okay, so I took the bus and I went. Okay, coming back, I did not look at, when I purchased the ticket, I did not look at the returning ticket, the time. So I come back using the bus to Barcelona, Then I got to Barcelona, I find out that my flight was not going directly to Heathrow Airport. Welcome, everybody. I see you, everybody. Okay, welcome. That I have to go to Luton. Luton is outside. And it was raining and it was cold. Then I look at the ticket. Okay, I thought Saturday, I'm going straight to Heathrow, from Heathrow flying here. No, I have to go to Luton and then manage from Luton, manage to get to Heathrow myself. And then my flight was on the next day, Sunday. Not on Saturday. I was thinking that I'm coming home Saturday. No, it was Sunday flight. So I scrambled everything and I went to the, and I was flying British Airways. I went to the British Airways counter and okay, number one, I could go to Luton and then take the bus and then get to Heathrow. I'll get some friend. I have friend in London. I study there. I have some friend there. I can stay with them. That was the number one things that I could do. Number two, I slept at the airport and then take the next flight directly to Heathrow and then from Heathrow here. Hey, Blue Jean. Blue Jean say, host, are you still? How are you? I'm wonderful. Still enjoying the hot sun. Today is 98 degrees. Okay. Today is 98. You see, that's the reason why I put these things on. 98 today. And it's going to be like that till next week. With 70% of rain, but it doesn't help. It's still too hot. That's your answer. So I planned all of this, and finally I chose to sleep at Barcelona Airport. Okay. Now I go and ask the price for the hotel. I was like, no, this is way too expensive. So I hang out around the airport and I slept on a bench. That's it. Till the next day, till Sunday morning. My flight was very early from Barcelona to London, and that's what I did. And then from London to over here, that's it. Yes, so these are some of the crazy things because I will analyze. It's hot. I'm telling you, it is hot. You can cook with this egusi soup, Janet. Yeah, I slept on a bench. Then, you know, I went on a tourist zone. No, because I'm going to entertain myself. Yeah, because I like my own company, Cubs. Yeah, I like my own company. So I just went to visit the whole airport. Yeah, I toured the whole airport, find everything, and I have my carry-on. And on my carry-on, I have always exchanged clothes, you name it, underwear, bra, and I have a little pouch where you can get to the what's his name, to the lady room, and then you wipe yourself and change and refresh and you feel fine. Yeah, that's it. That's the way you travel. Don't put everything in the suitcase that you check. Keep at least a change of clothes in your carry-on. So if something like that happen at the airport, there are everything, I'm telling you, and then there are lounge for people, what do you call it, the frequent flyers, the business people. So you can talk to the gatekeeper over there that, you know, if they can let you. So the seats are comfortable. You just recline in it. Oh, yeah. You have to cubs. Yeah, that's the crazy thing that Aya does. But you see, that's the reason why I like to travel solo. Because if you're somebody else, they start rambling, you know, complaining, let's pay, and then let's go. Or no. By yourself, you make the decision concerning yourself, what you feel, what you like, what you find it is comfortable. There's no need to rush. Go to Luton, get into the bus, and then the bus is 2 hours from Luton to London to Heathrow Airport. And it costs what? Maybe 50 pounds or 80 pounds or something like that. No, so I'm like, no, I could stay here one day and then fly the next morning. Yeah, Silver Young solo traveler. That's it. You don't have to kill yourself, and that's what I do. But if you have a companion that doesn't travel as much and doesn't, they always wants to be comfortable. No, I don't want to be comfortable all the time, but I don't want to flush some hard-won money into the drain. So I said, okay, I stay at the airport and then try to do some tourism at the airport and ask a few questions there. And if I can use the lounge for the people who travel a lot, you know, during the night, if I can spend the night there because I have an early flight, you know, I can't afford to stay at the airport hotel because the airport hotel is too expensive. Have you seen the price? No. So I'm like, okay, that's it. And then I have my trolley with me. So I go to the restroom and then just refresh myself, take my time to refresh myself. It's like you having a shower, but not with the water over yourself dripping, you know, everything. And then you change clothes and you refresh and then you keep your trolley and then you go. You go sit down, have a nice and a nice sandwich with a glass of water. That's it. And you look at people or you read. There are so many things to do at the airport, especially international airports such as Barcelona, which is a hub. People are coming and going. Yeah. No, I love a whole own company. But if you travel with somebody who love to complain and they're telling you, okay, we do have the money, there's no need to stay here. Okay, we can buy another ticket. No, even if you do have the money, if the flight was canceled, then you are entitled to some. Yes, it is. So you enjoy this. If it's not your fault, okay, if they cancel it, they need to pay you your money. That's it. But in my case, where I stay at Barcelona Airport, it's because I did not look at the return time. I did not look at it, honestly speaking. I like the wine and designer perfume section at the airport lounge. Just go sightseeing. Okay, I don't drink wine. That's it. So that's what you like, bravo. That's good, okay? Yes, that was my fault. That was my fault because I did not look at it. If I did, I should have stayed in Perpignan, and they come the next day and take my flight. But I was like, oh, my flight is on Saturday. You know, this is the things. When you go from one time zone to another time zone, and then the flight is around midnight, and your brain is processing it that you're still in your own time zone where you live, or you are in European time zone, you can get messed up when you're returning. And that's what happened. And I'm telling you, brother Blue Jean, that ticket was so cheap. Yes, round trip, $400. $400 from here, from the USA to Barcelona, $400 round trip. So I jump on it. That's it. And I'm like, okay, I'm going. And then once I get to Barcelona, I'm like, okay, I'm going to France. And I know the fleet bus is $12, so that's for $24. Okay? In Barcelona, I could have gone to a hostel, but I did not want to do none of this. I did not. Oh no, I was like, okay, it's so cheap, I'm going. So I bought the ticket and I flew, and I didn't have any issue getting to Barcelona. I'm going to $400. Yeah. There is a website called Escape Houston, escapehouston.com. Check it out. They got the best cheap ticket. Okay, escapehouston.com. You don't have to be in Houston to buy the ticket. Where you are, you can see Escape. How do you write Escape? I can't even write in one word. Escapehouston.com. Check that website. That's when I got the cheap ticket. Yeah, and then I bought it, and I'm like, okay, I'm going to Barcelona, and then just go to Perpignan, see my niece, and then go to La Pertus, get some handmade good leather handbag. That's what I did. That's it. And then I was like, okay, then after a week, I'm going back. Yeah. So then I get stranded because the flight was the next day. It was Sunday. So I was like, okay, I'm staying here at Barcelona Airport. I'm going to go on a tourist. That's what I did, and I enjoy it. And then on Sunday morning, I was on a flight to London, and then from London to Texas. That's it. That's what I did. I don't regret it, you know, because I'm by myself. Nobody's complaining. Nobody's telling me, oh, I can't do this, that. Yeah. That's me. EscapeHouston.com. You guys check it out. The entire universe. There are good tickets, and you do not buy the ticket with them. You buy the ticket with the airline company. So that's the best thing. So when the ticket is cheap, no, I'm taking it. I'm gone. But I can't do this now. I can't do that now. Blue Jean say he will jump on that quickly. Yeah, $400. EscapeHouston.com. You check it out. Okay, guys, I did my 1 hour. I love you all. So we're gonna close it, and then I'll see you next week, God willing. Have a great weekend, and God bless you all. I don't take you for granted. Okay, thank you for your support. Love you. And it's time to close the home. Love you too. Oh, Sizzle Diary, thank you for coming. I know it's late. Shirley, I will contact you later to think about that. Shirley and Stella, I will contact you guys and see if I can just make a U-turn to where you live. Love you all. Bye.